What's up, y'all? Do a little unboxing of this Hummingbird Explorer 10. It says Lake Master and Coast Master VX mapping cards included. Open her up. See what's in there. You guys are getting a fresh look just like I am. Haven't seen. Got the 9, just a console. Let's see what you got here. There's no more Explore. There's more to explore. Sorry. Oh, I didn't graduate. Got the silicone cover. Not sure what this is. Let's see what it is. Okay. Got the transducer. It's a good one. That's the Hummingbird. The mount for the monitor. This is the cord. I want to see the brace to mount this bad boy. Oh, there we go. Stainless steel brace, mounting brace for that. All right. It's mega side, mega down. All right. The Explorer 10 right here. Apologize for the light. I need to get another light mounted above me. It's getting kind of dark. But that's where you plug in. Oh, that's where the card is. It's already in there. Right there. All right, that's cool. Get back in there. All right. Well, I'll be putting this on tomorrow. See what it's all about. I've used Hummingbird for about 25 years now. My bass tracker came with a little, look like a Pac-Man Hummingbird fish finder. And worked great. Upgraded it a few years ago to the, I think it's called the Hummingbird Piranha. So I put that on there. Then I put the Helix 7 on it last spring. Upgraded the trolling motor. So the trolling motor and the fish finder will communicate with one another, so they can set certain tracks up and it'll follow it. Works really great. Never had an issue with it. Was going to upgrade the system on my new boat to a Solex. I was waiting. So the place I bought my boat from, the guy was telling us, "Hey, wait till after wait for Black Friday. You're going to get a smoking deal on the Hummingbirds." I said, "Okay, I'll wait." And I waited and waited. I think the week of Thanksgiving, I started seeing people posting that they'd gone to a fishing show in Europe. I'm not sure exactly where. I think it was iCast in Europe. And they were talking about Hummingbird coming out with the Explorer to replace the Helix and the Solex. And so I was like, whoa. I'm glad I seen that, because I don't want to buy a Solex system if it's being upgraded or replaced. So I called Hummingbird. Super nice lady answered the phone, and mind you, it didn't take long to get through. I've called before, had an issue with the trolling motor trying to get it to connect to my Helix. Got through right away. They helped me with that, so I've never had an issue. I hear some people saying that they have issues. I've never had an issue getting a hold of customer support. One, before I pulled the trigger on my Lund, I was looking at a crest liner. One dealer is trying to talk me away from Hummingbird. He says, oh, the customer service is terrible. Garmin, you know, is so much better. And, you know, the failure rate is a fraction. He says we get only about 5 a year. And I talked to somebody else in a different area, and they were telling me the same thing. They go, oh, we only get about 5 a year. And then Catfish Dave, I watch Catfish Dave, and he's having issues with his Garmin. He switched from Minn Kota over to Garmin, and he's been having issues. And they told him the same thing. They said, oh, we'll only get 5 years. So I kind of think Garmin uses that to tell their dealers that that's, you know, what, you know, I think they tell them that's what to say, you know, because I know about brands. I know, not on fishing, but in other aspect of business, we're a dealer of a certain particular brand, and it's the same thing we're told. You know, we know as dealers there's issues with equipment. First off, let me say there's no perfect equipment. There's no Lowrance, Hummingbird, Garmin. None of them are perfect. It's personal choice, in my opinion. It boils down to what you're comfortable with, you know, and who's a better salesman, honestly. And, you know, so if I would have took the guy's word when I was looking at the crest liner about Garmin, you know, and I didn't have an experience with Hummingbird already, a good experience with Hummingbird and Minn Kota, I probably would have switched, you know, over to Garmin and have to learn a new platform all over again. I'm familiar with the platform, and they're all kind of similar in a lot of ways, because my daughter has a boat and she's got Lowrance on it, and they're all basically similar in a lot of ways, and they're different in a lot of ways. I like Hummingbird. I'm comfortable with Hummingbird. I'm obviously stuck with Hummingbird. I got Minn Kota. I want to probably get some talons put on, you know, so this can control everything from here. I don't have to, you know, I can download the app. Well, I got the app downloaded. I can open the app, do it from the app. I can do it from here. But Hummingbird, I just haven't had the issues with them. You know, the one unit lasted me 21, 22 years before I upgraded to the Piranha. And then I upgraded to the Helix last spring, I think it was. Never had an issue. I have the VX card I downloaded on it. I will say this, the processor on the Helix is not as fast, so it takes a while sometimes when you're moving on the lake. It takes a while for it to load and populate the areas. This is supposed to be faster, so, you know, it is what it is, but I'm just being straight with you on that. I didn't want to buy the 12 yet. I figured I'd get the 10 for the dash, and I got the 9 for the front. And so that way, if we're in the front bass fishing or just trolling or whatever we're doing, you know, we can see what's going on up there as well. If these work out great, I'll probably buy another 9 or 10 and put it on the back of the boat, so as we're kicking back on the back, we can see what's going on in the back too. But I just find it funny, because none of them had told me. The only knock that people have told me on Hummingbird is their customer service. They say it's hard to get a hold of the customer service. They say it's not as hard as Lowrance, but it's hard to get a hold of customer service. Or the few times I've called Hummingbird and Minn Kota, I've had no issue. I think the longest I was on hold was 5 minutes. And once we got through to somebody, it was they walked me through it. It was easy peasy. Can't say enough about them. They were Hummingbird. I like them, you know, like I said. So I think it's personal choice, but never had an issue with the trolling motors. I know some people with the auto deploy. I don't have that. I think I on the new boat, it's a Tarova, and never had an issue with the Tarova. That thing's strong. It does what I want it to do. The spot lock, it locks you in. You know, the anchor You can anchor down and it just keeps you there. The thing is, you got to line your boat up right, line it up with, you know, the head is against the wind and or the current, and you're going to stay straight. If you're going sideways and it's going to fight the wind or the current, it's going to keep you locked in, but you're going to get a lot more of the swaying back and forth. But that's just my experience. But yeah, it's brands and their dealers will tell you that, just because they're salesmen. You got to remember that at the end of the day, a Garmin salesman, a Garmin dealer, a boat dealership that sells specifically Garmin as their #1 line is going to push Garmin. You get them that have Hummingbird, they're going to push Hummingbird. They got Lowrance, they're going to push the Lowrance. You know, so that I always take their opinions with a grain of salt, and it cracks me up though. So Garmin is for me, they're the only ones that throw this out there. We only get 5 a year, and every Garmin dealer will tell you that. And so, what's the real number? I know customer service, and they have a lot of problems. You can't get a hold of customer service. We don't even deal with them. That's a sales pitch. That's not a fact. If you've called down and you had an issue, because you can call Hummingbird, you can call them direct as a consumer, and they are very friendly. They'll help you. They'll walk you through it. If it's over your head, find a dealer that works on Hummingbird, that sells Hummingbird. Same thing with Garmin, because the dealer that I bought my boat from sells Garmin, he sells Hummingbird, and he sells Lowrance. And he told me he's had the best luck with Hummingbird and Garmin, and that's what he said he's had the best luck with. He says when there's an issue, it's hit or miss. He says he's probably had a few more of the Garmins come back than the Hummingbird, but he says that they're really close. The other one, he says the Lowrance, he says that they've been good. He says that one is the only one that they do spend a lot of time on hold with tech support, and he says a lot of times it goes overseas. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I've had one issue with Lowrance with my daughter's boat. I did go down to the dealer. They couldn't help me because customer service number was closed. It was on a weekend. I went down on a Saturday. So I ended up going to YouTube and I punched in the Lowrance, the model number, and issues. And so it was a very simple issue. We were able to figure it out. I got it operational probably in about 20 minutes of going through all the settings, and downloading the app helped a lot on that Lowrance. But once I got it fixed, I deleted the app because I don't use her boat. That's her boat. But anyway, that's enough of my little story. All right, y'all, have a good one. Peace out.